is that the children at Wesley Junior School put together a brilliant retelling of the Nativity. All those children singing those lovely carols, and all those very clever children answering the questions that gave us a very clear version of the Christmas story. Well done, everybody. Next, we are finishing school one day early. Yes, today is your last day. You was meant to finish tomorrow, but no, you are having an extra day's holiday so you can get even ready for Christmas and we can all be healthy, ready for the start of the festivities. Isn't that really good? Give yourselves a round of applause. And finally, children, Mr. Lear says that you have all been so very, very good that he and all the rest of the staff have put together something very, very special that we all think that you are going to enjoy. Have fun! Bye!
As you will have known, children, there aren't many opportunities for people who work in the arts and theatres at the moment due to the pandemic. And at this time we'd normally be visiting theatres and seeing pantomimes, and we're not able to. Luckily for us, we've had a lot of those people who work in the arts and those characters wanting to join us here at Wesley, and you know how much we celebrate the arts, you know how much we value them, so they've come here to help us out. Having advertised for several new posts at Wesley Junior School and gone through a thorough shortlisting process to get the correct candidates, we were delighted to invite to our interview many, many interesting and diverse characters.
Oh, hello, Prince Charming. Thank you very much for coming along today. Would you like to just come and sit down over here? Well, thank you very much, Prince Charming, for coming along today. I'd just like to ask you one or two questions, if that's okay. So, the first thing I'd like to ask you really, which is really quite important, what do you think are the qualities that you could bring to Wesley?
Firstly, Mr. Queenborough, one must just look at me. I am so handsome. I will teach those peasants, I'm sorry, lovely children, how to be brave, how to have honour, and fight with a sword, for I am Prince Charming of Popping Bottom. Every damsel in distress I have been there and saved her. Alas, do not fear, Prince Charming of Popping Bottom is going to save you.
Prince Charming, I actually had one more... Oh, right. Okay. Bye.
I'm coming, my love. I'm here, Prince Charming from Popping Bottom.
They've been given the red apple.
Hello.
Okay, Miss Witch, well, thank you for coming to Wesley today to talk to us. Just before we start, do you mind just putting your broomstick down just over there so I can ask the questions?
It's down here.
Okay, thank you very much. Right, so my first question to you is going to be this, if you can have a think about this. What experience do you have of working with children?
Oh, I absolutely love working with children. I've got so much experience. Two of my favourites actually were Hansel and Gretel. They were fantastic and absolutely delicious when I baked them. Do you have any children here I can eat?
Not quite the question I was expecting, but anyway, let's move on to the next one, please, okay? Oh, Mr. Buchan, is it? Yes, okay, right, thank you. Thank you very much. Would you like to come and sit down, please? I've just got one or two questions I'd like to ask you today. That's great, thank you. Okay, Mr. Buchan, I'm sorry if I looked a little bit tired when you came in just then, but I've had rather an unusual day today. But anyway, let's get started. So first of all, do you think you could tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
Sorry, Mr. Queenborough, I'm confused.
I already work here. Is this a prank?
I have been incredibly impressed by our new members of staff. Their commitment to the school is exemplary, and especially in those planning sessions when you have mixed afternoons, they are getting together and they are really, really enthusiastic.
Right, next on the agenda, any ideas for where we might go for a year group trip?
Why don't we go to London, where the streets are paved with gold? We could visit the museums.
No, we can't go to London because of the COVID restrictions right now.
Okay, no problem.
Any other ideas? Mr. Loveridge? Any ideas, Mr. Loveridge?
Oh, me.
What idea have you got?
We could focus on our geography topic. We could go along the Thames in London and to London Bridge and the Tower of London.
I'm afraid we simply can't go there.
How about we do a trip focused on our art topic? We could visit the Tate Modern, the National Gallery, or even a trip to the West End. We could go to the theatre.
Give up!
Despite the enthusiasm of all our new employees, there have been one or two who are having slight difficulty in understanding our behaviour policy.
Where is my register? I cannot find it.
It's behind you.
I'm not falling for that.
It's behind you. It's over there.
It is not behind me at all. I am not falling for that. Who do you think I am?
It's behind you.
Look, it's right there, just
behind you.
It is not. I have had enough. Maybe you need bigger ears. Linkrus. Time to make you be quiet. Zippity-doo-dah.
That's not fair.
I have had enough. Disappearo.
The use of technology is very important here to us at school. As you know, we have lots of technical equipment, we have lots of iPads and laptops that we use regularly. Having people in from the theatre world gives us a real opportunity to enhance our technical prowess.
Miss Bowes, have you seen Mr. Nash? I'm really struggling with my iPad and my Apple TV. I need him.
No, I haven't seen him today. I don't think he's in. But there is a really good training technician in today who's an expert in Apple products.
I know loads about Apple products.
We all are aware that PE and sport are incredibly important to Wesley Junior School, and we've taken on an extremely confident new member of staff who likes particularly to involve the apparatus during our gymnastic lessons.
Right, everybody, we ready for our warm-up? Let's go. Jack, can you take the warm-up? Jack? What are you doing up there? It's not a beanstalk. Get down. I just love climbing. No, right now, get down or I'll be incandescent with rage. Thank you. Okay, everybody ready to warm up? Right, ready, Jack? Jack! Jack! Get down!
We have a new member of staff who's joined our office, and the lovely people who work in the office. And they've come from a different environment. They hadn't worked in a school previously, and they need to get used to a bit to working with children, but I'm sure they'll come through with flying colours.
Can you deal with it?
Oh!
Tuesday after school, we have a training session between all the teachers. And this period of pandemic, it's had to be very different. We've had to do it through Teams, and we're always trying to embrace new ways of learning. And we have been professionally developing all our skills in many new and exciting ways.
Hi team, right, today's staff meeting is all about focusing on how we can get the children to line up much more effectively, so less of the noise, less of the distraction. So I thought a little bit about some helpful tips to get us going. Mr Dunn, are we okay? Are we keeping you up?
Sorry, my mic on, sorry. So I'll turn it off now, sorry about that.
As I was saying, top tip number 1 is effectively about sending children to the back of the line. However, there is a slight setback. Mr Leveridge, you now? We're in a staff meeting.
Mr. Loveridge, can't believe you did that. Turn your microphone off. I would never get caught doing that.
So as I was saying, tip number 1, sending children to the back of the line. But there are pitfalls because children have started to suss that actually they're out of teachers' sight, and also that they are then back into class last and less into lesson time. Top tip number 2, military style. Involves the classic left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. But actually, the most helpful solution is actually this.
Obviously, having taken on new members of staff that have come from the panto world and not used to the school environment, some of them are finding things around here a little difficult.
Mr. Lear, I need to talk to you. It's really urgent. I need to talk to you right now. Please, can I have a word?
Oh, certainly. Take a seat.
I need to talk to you about the mirrors in this building. They're terrible. It's just not acceptable.
Okay. What's the problem? Tell me.
Well, they're just not magical. I mean, I'm supposed to be the fairest of them all. How am I supposed to know how beautiful I am if they won't even talk to me? I think somebody's done a muffliato charm on them or something. And one of those mirrors even cracked. I mean, how rude.
Oh.
And another thing, my broom's gone missing. I bet one of those cleaners has used it. I'm going to go and talk to Mr. Silver.
Those of you who have a packed lunch will have realised over the last few months I've been delivering the lunches at 12 and then 12:20 to the different year groups. But it takes a lot of my time during the lunch hour when I need to be around the school, watching what's going on and seeing the children. Luckily, I've had some additional help. It's released me from my job, and this person has done a magnificent job.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Hi there, Captain Hook.
Hello. Here's your lunch. Yo ho, yo.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Captain Hook, there's no cutlery.
Arr, I forgot. Here you are.
What's this?
Arr, works for me.
As a result of the pandemic, children, those of you who are in years 4, 5 and 6 will have noticed we haven't been able to go into maths bands this year. We've had to stay in our own class maths. And it's been an incredibly interesting way of teaching maths. I'm sure the teachers would agree. And we're trying to find as many innovative and unusual ways to teach maths. You'll remember from Friday assemblies that we recognise classes that bring in 100% attendance, and they do those little dances for us, which are great fun. But also attending school is a high priority for all our members of staff, and their attendance is top notch.
Hello, fairy godmother. I'm really sorry I'm late. I'm really sorry. Hi, morning.
Good morning, Princess. We are a little late for school today. Could you tell me why?
Well, I have a really wicked stepmother and two really ugly sisters, and they made me cook them breakfast and they made me load the dishwasher, and then I had to sweep the floor, and yeah.
Princess, I know your mother and father, and they are really not like that, are they? Can we try again, please?
Okay, I was doing my sewing, I was sewing my puppet, and I was doing very small stitches, and then I pricked my finger on the needle and I fell asleep.
Princess, I do love your stories. Maybe you should write a book of tales. But for now, I think that's enough of that, and you need to get... Oh, I said that, not rat!
I know many of you are always very keen to get your pen licence, and you have to come and see someone to make sure that it's worthy of getting a pen licence, your handwriting that is. And sometimes that can lead to a difference of opinion between members of staff. And that has been no different with two new members of staff here.
Can I come in?
Oh, go away. Oh, come in!
Hello, I've come about my pen licence. I think I might be ready.
It's another pen licence. They're never good enough.
Look at this. It's consistent, it's legible, it's amazing.
It's all over the place. I can't read a word. It's utter rubbish.
Oh, come on, Grumpy. Where's your growth mindset?
Growth mindset? Pooh, I can't do growth mindset.
Part of teachers' jobs, of course, children, is to give you feedback. Sometimes that's verbal, they will speak to you during a lesson. Sometimes they will mark your books. And often I see teachers going home with many books, their marking, their commitment to the job, their want and their desire to give you the best feedback possible. Their marking is first class.
They've not been listening to me! They are appalling! Why do they not listen to Jafar? I am the master! These books must burn!
Have you burnt the toast again? I didn't burn the toast. It wasn't him this time.
Left, right, 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 left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, children. I know I did. And I'm sure you'll appreciate all the members of staff who got involved with the panto and gave you such a laugh on this last day of the school year. So it only remains for me to wish you the best Christmas that you can possibly have in the current circumstances, that Father Christmas does come and visit you. We know that he doesn't have to follow COVID restrictions, so he should be able to visit us all. And I really look forward to finding out which presents you received, what activities you got to when we all return in January. So thank you for being such wonderful children. You've been brilliant this term. You've been so enthusiastic. You've been so happy, so joyful. It's made coming to work a real pleasure. And I thank you very much for being your wonderful people that you are. And I'll just leave the final words today to Mrs. Wolfe.
Hello everyone. I hope you just enjoyed that panto. The staff really did their best. Not sure it was quite as good as a presentation from a year group at the end of a Christmas term, but it was nearly as good, and hopefully it made you laugh. We owe a really big thank you to some special staff who have worked really hard this term on doing a lot of filming and putting things together so you can see them at the end of the week or in the last few days. There's been Mr. Nash and Mr. Dunn and Mr. Boylan who've done lots of filming and putting assemblies together, so they've done a grand job. Mrs. Gauntlet worked very hard on the Christmas story and the carols, so thank you very much to them. It has been a very unusual term. Everything around us is different from what it is normally. It will come back to normal. Probably around spring we'll see everything returning to normal, but it has been different in school. And you have done a really good job at settling in, and since September you've worked really hard. And lots of you, most of you, have made really good progress and have caught up on all the things that perhaps you didn't do so well during the summer term. So really well done. You've put yourselves on the right path for the rest of this year. But of course, that couldn't have happened without the very hard work of all your teachers. All the teachers and all the adults in school have worked so hard to make sure that you can do the best that you can do. If we were in the hall in a big assembly, we'd give them a big round of applause. We'd all be there and we'd all make a lot of noise. We can't do that now, but I think you can give a round of applause to your teacher and any other adult in the room with you now. So clap and cheer, now. Now you've done your clapping and cheering, it just remains for me to say, I hope you have a lovely Christmas. I'm sure Father Christmas will come visiting. I hope he's going to come to my house. So I might send him on his way to your houses as well. Have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy being with your family, even if it is a smaller Christmas than you're used to. Have a great time. Be safe, be healthy, take care of everybody and be kind to everybody around you. And we will see you in January for the beginning of 2021. Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.